Hello everyone, I'm Renown Zero, and we are back again talking about some more Ripperverse Detractors. We're gonna have some actual fandom. We're gonna have some organized chaos. We're gonna have some Buster Baxter. We're gonna have some rip-off verse, and we'll just sprinkle in a little Frog Boy because apparently Frog Boy wants to keep talking. He's been talking for like a month. I've had him muted for over a month. I don't care if he watches this video and hears it. I don't really care. I've had him muted for over a month because he's just annoying. And he's irrelevant, like I've said plenty of times. And he wants to be out here flexing that he made money off the back of Eric's success. That's not a flex. That's literally not a flex. If you were to sit up here and be like, oh, you got to wait 6 months to see my first YouTube payment, you're you're dumber than I thought. But anyway, I'm gonna keep track of the Alphacore #1 campaign, similar to what I did with the ISOM 1 and ISOM 2 campaigns. Currently sitting at six figures of 795K, 4,531 for cover A. Seems like the Joel Bennett cover is doing very well versus the rest of them. And then second place comes the mass print, which is at 3,166. Cover C, of course, is the foil and embossed cover. Only 5,000 of them will be printed. So if you want to get in on cover C, please do get in on cover C. Get in where you fit in. Sitting at 2,876 out of 5,000. 2,854 for cover B. I personally like cover B. I really like it. But I think for me, honestly, the most, I actually do like cover A and cover D the most. But I picked up all four covers, picked up a shirt, picked up a poster. So we're all good. Right now, the cover for Yaira #1 was already revealed. I showed it in yesterday's video. If you want to check that video out, you can. I'm still waiting to see what the Polymath cover A reveal is going to be. And now we've got production on 3 new Ripperverse books, which is awesome. That means more content coming from this universe, more content coming from Eric July and his new business. Moving on over to the store, you can always pick up any cover of ISOM that they have available, whether it's cover A, cover B, or cover D. Posters for like Bloodroof and ISOM, Ripperverse Comics hoodies, shirts, hats, etc., etc. Moving on over to Blade Devil, which is currently sitting at 144K. Very, very nice anime style look to the book, coming from the writer of the original Blade Devil, Raging Golden Eagle, inked and penciled by Toxic Man Baby over on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. Got 69 pages of artwork here. These are all the artwork that is going to be in the book. You get 2 supplemental stories, which will be this one here and this one here. You get the option of 4 different covers. I backed all 4 covers, so I get them all. I get all the cards as well. Cover A here, cover B, cover C, and then, well, I would call cover D, or the limited summer wraparound cover will be this one. They've added more because the original stock that was put up was sold out almost immediately. They put up more covers, so there's 23 out of 100 that are already being claimed. So if you want to get in on that, I would suggest getting in on that as well. You also get a card for pre-launch and backing a physical perk. You can get Blade Devil 1 as an add-on in this campaign, or you can go here and get it for $10. If you don't care too much about the condition of your book and you just want to read a great story about a person named Ashiara who is sacrificing her soul in order to save her sister. I think it's a great story. I believe it's going to be a total of 6 books, and the books are pretty thick. You get a foil cover at least for book 2. The foil covers, I think they might have a few more left, but I'm pretty sure that they don't have them. They might. So first edition, that might have it. So get in where you fit in on that. We also have Death, Death, Death from Joe Ball, 300-page graphic novel. You can get 3 different versions. If you're into the manga style, there will be a style here for you at $18 for 300 pages of graphic novel. Hardcover sitting at $30. Colored version at $45. I backed all 3 by getting this one, the 3-pack. You can see the nice colors here for the colored version, the line art version, and of course the manga version. So again, another book. I highly recommend. This book's going to be amazing. It's all drawn, inked, colored, and written by Joe Ball. So we're going to be moving over to the Ripperverse Goalpost account. So I'll start off with Meme Lord X, who says, even if the Marvels flops, it will still make more money than Alphacore Ripperverse. No, it won't. If the movie flops, and judging by the projections of 45 to 50 million in its opening weekend, it's not going to make any money because the movie theater takes a cut of that money. Disney and Marvel do not see all of that money, and as of right now, it's currently sitting at a 54%, I believe, on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's maybe even 58. I'll be doing a video on that later. Simply room temperature, I keep brain lit. This is something I used to always say a lot. You're not very good at engaging with their points. There's no point to be made. There's no point to be engaged with. So what point is this person engaging with? You don't need to sign your own posts. Making a meme. LMA Alphacore will be successful and woke losers will be coping hard. They're already coping. They've been coping since ISOM 1 because it's been Eric July making this project happen and this universe coming to life. He made this universe come to life, and they've been coping since ISOM 1. I've been covering it all on this channel. Moving over, of course, to Buster Baxter, always seems to have something to say about people, wants to post comments, Vito liking CP. And, of course, defends him and Mr. Groford. I used to love the Dick Show, but after he broke ties with anyone with integrity and instead chose Vito and his CP buddies as well as Ralph, I canceled my Patreon. I haven't listened to it in probably a year. Danny should have Nolan to balance his karma after talking to these two. Plus, he's much funnier and more interesting than either of them. And of course, he has I don't know what kind of face that is. I guess confused. As soon as I saw the word integrity, I knew it was a Kiwi Farms guy. All these dudes who stopped watching sure seem to still pay attention. And Dick Masterson seems to still pay attention to Eric July, even though he publicly denounced or discarded his terrible criticism, quote unquote, of ISOM, I think 1. Yeah, ISOM 1. Because nobody cares what a hater has to say when their quote unquote criticism is a completely biased quote unquote criticism. Right? Noah performs surprisingly well on the comedy podcast, just not in the way he'd like or expect. He's right, he should have Nolan. So even people are telling you should have this person on. You're looking all confused. You also did this. You also promoted this weirdo who claims he has 25 years in graphics or whatever the heck, yet he's trying to create stuff off the backs of other people. Meanwhile, he'll sit up here and cry about how Eric does this versus Marvel and DC. No. Eric saw a problem in the medium that he likes, which was comic books. So he decided to create his own universe, come up with a solution where he would create comic books that were just fun again, that were just entertainment again. And you got weirdos out here talking about, oh, it's anti-woke, when it was never marketed that way. It was only marketed to being just fun, entertaining, grounded stories. That's pretty much it. And all these weirdos out here are still crying about it for so long. Friends, I've been busy. You're tired of talentless YouTubers obsessed with money pretending to be writers or artists? It's supposed to be, are you tired? You start off writing it like a statement and then asking a question. Why would anybody take you serious as far as writing when you can't even write an actual question? When you started the statement, you started this as a statement and ended it as a question. Nobody should take you serious. Then let's make comics crap hot again. What is it? What is this statement? Again, if this is how you type, nobody should take you serious as a writer. Go and follow my new digital label. Check out preview of TMNT Curse of the Nine Shadows 100% for free. So you're marketing using an established IP rather than creating your own stuff and showing off your own original work. You decide to show an established IP. Yeah, that'll definitely get people to watch you. That'll definitely get people to pay attention. This is Eric, of course, laughing at the terrible poster of the Marvels, and he's asking, why does Eric think this funny? Because the Marvels sucks. Because it sucks, and the movie's going to suck. Just like the first Captain Marvel sucked. They smashed it in between 2 Avengers films and claimed you had to watch it to get some kind of context until you find out you don't have to. You can go straight from Infinity War to Endgame, and you'll be just fine. Right? And of course, people are trying to troll him back, by saying, what's your favorite part of Super Killer? That comic book from Vita that's been delayed multiple times while Vito seems to say it's okay that trolling or quote unquote Eric is way more fun than working on your original product. And then you get upset at your own self that your product is delayed. Meanwhile, I've received ISOM 1 and 2, which I'll probably receive Alphacore 1 and Yaira 1 before anybody will even receive Superkiller 1. And then by the time he starts working on possibly Superkiller 2, I'll probably have ISOM 3 or even a brand new announced book or even an Alphacore 2 or Yaira 2, even before you even start talking about Superkiller 2. Because none of these people focus on their own stuff. They always out here crying about what other people are doing. Because that's what they do best. And of course, Eric is making troll posts, like everybody else is making troll posts as well, saying my favorite part of Isom is when Bloodwolf appeared and saved Avery from being deleted by Darth Maul on Planet Vegeta when she yelled Black Girl Magic before the final blow. I really felt that. And this is a troll on the Marvel's trailer where she's saying, you know, I can't fly, and Samuel L. Jackson says use Black Girl Magic in the trailer. That's the meme of this. Black Girl Magic, laugh my ass off. Yeah, that's actual Marvel writing. That's Marvel's writing of dialogue in a movie that they're promoting. And you're asking which meme is this rent-free guy who pissed his pants or jokes on them? I'm like pretending to be retarded. Well, you consistently pretend to be retarded, so must projection, I guess. Silver Cinecide, of course, he had a great thing to point out because it seems like these weirdos always want to ask this what's your favorite part question. So he's making it easier for the weirdos to find it by saying, you know, let's make a thread. I started a more serious thread with the question being featured. Post your real takes in there and bookmark the thread and send it to people whenever the question is asked. The Rippertards are now coaching each other how to answer the question. The question, which you spelled it wrong after you spelled it correctly. What's your favorite part of the $125 comic you just bought? You mean the $35 comic you just bought? Meanwhile, the Alphacore book is now $7 cheaper. It's $28. I don't remember ever buying a comic that was $125, and I bought every cover for both ISOM 1, 2, and Alphacore. So, but it's funny how you always bring up money, right? Because you realize nobody's buying your stuff like this. Nobody's coming out in mass spending hundreds of dollars on your product. You just mad, and you're gonna stay mad, probably for another 5 years at least. You're gonna continue to cry as Ripperverse comes out with more books, and your content stays stagnant. So, I guess you can continue to cry about it. No one's gonna care. You're just gonna get monetized, as you are always getting monetized. So, moving on to this. Favorite part was when the Mexican alternate version of an ISOM shows up and asks for help to go into the ISOMverse and save the alternate realities. This is, of course, taking shots at multiverses because, you know, Eric always has the problem with multiverses, considering they are extremely lazy and they have different versions of ISOM, and they just want to make fun of it. I find it real funny that they make fun of it. You probably got a bunch of people posting about it too. Hey man, chill with the spoilers. Not cool. According to the internet, none of us have read it yet. I love when Gandalf told Isom, "You're a wizard, Avery," and then he helped Hellboy take the lightsaber to Mount Doom, and they fought Megatron in a three-way hell in a cell match. My favorite part was when Altona entered a team breakdance competition with Alan Strange and Mumra for the map to the One Piece, and we found out it was in Numenor the whole time. When Altona said, "The magic belongs to no boy," I cried butterfly tears. This is so funny. It's one of those. My favorite part of Isom was the extended casino scene, the tense game of Texas Hold'em. Sheesh. Like, they're just clowning it now. They're just trolling this dude. Trolling it now. Taking back the meme, of course. I guess it's the same thing here. So we got actual fandom as well. It says, my dad doesn't need mainstream media to sell his merch. It's, of course, Comicsgate posting their L's. Meanwhile, their whole entire Twitter account is a huge L because they post things that aren't even L's. This isn't even one of those examples of it either. The Ripperverse is living proof that mainstream media is not required for a runaway success. literally proven it with Ripperverse. They are useless and impotent. The mainstream comic industry is so far behind where he's at, it's frankly embarrassing. Keep crushing it, Eric July. You and your crew deserve it. Hashtag Alphacore. Yeah, first off, it's not a non-woke comic. That's something that Fox News did. He didn't need he had 2 million in sales before even going on to Fox. So you just self-owned yourself by posting this, which is exactly what I just said when I said you are a dumb account that literally posts things that aren't L's. He had 2 million in pre-sales before he even went on Fox. This isn't an L, you idiot. But of course, actual fandom had something to say, and no publishers besides Ripperverse rely on bigotry and harassment to sell theirs. No, they don't. Ripperverse employees don't go around harassing people, trying to get people fired for mean tweets or things that they liked or anything like that. None of these people do that. They just clown on you because you think you're correct, and y'all make up lies all the time, literally almost every day now. It's almost daily now that I can monetize you weirdos. And just laugh at you like everybody else. Just laugh together with all the people who are enjoying the Ripperverse, who are enjoying these comics, who are enjoying something that y'all don't enjoy. If y'all don't enjoy it, that's fine. You can stay over there and like your weirdo Marvel comics with all your pronouns and all that garbage art that's over there. We'll be over here in our own sandbox enjoying Ripperverse stuff, right? And of course, Frog Boy, we had to talk about this at the end, where he says, "Good evening, meatbags. After adding up all the super chats, memberships, super thanks, super stickers, and ad revenue, I've made damn near $1,200 off Air July. Lol, he got monetized by his hater. You're not really a hater. You're just a detractor. But I guess if you want to call yourself a hater and own that title, you go ahead. He got monetized by his hater. Shout out to my boys. He didn't even tag LG correctly. Shout out to LG, who's more relevant, more successful than you, because you sitting up here coping on someone else's success and ankle biting while he's actually making original content with his music. Go check him out over on YouTube, 210LG, and on Twitter, 210LG. I'll leave links to below in the description, and tag myself and Ripperverse Goalposts. To which LG says, "Imagine thinking making money off of hating someone else's success is a flex." I did say, well, I will specify it now, because I kind of stated it, but he's not very intelligent. He can't figure it out. Present the email where it actually shows that you made 1,200, because you just said 1,200 with disregarding the fact that YouTube takes 30% of everything you just stated. So there's that. To which I responded, I said to this person, Crazy Joe Adventures, he says, "God damn, that's lucrative. I'm gonna have to start doing streams trashing Eric July. It's a win on many levels. A, I'm doing the Lord's work by trashing a garbage human, according to who? According to haters and envious and jealous people of someone else's success. And B, making money. Sounds like a win all around." I said, "Imagine thinking this as being the best way to make money," which, by the way, I doubt that's the real number. Dude wants to flex 1,200, but at the very least, if you're gonna flex and prove to the world that you have to hate on someone else's success to make money because you're not interesting, at least show the proof. Which all he did was show me a picture of money like that I can pull out of my ass, right? Didn't actually show the email, which is what I was looking for. But he's too stupid to realize that, because he posted, "Seems legion of supertards wanted proof I was milking Eric July and stacking cash, so here you go." Yeah, I'm pretty sure you used this picture before, like I said. I'm like, are you just pretending to be retarded? You must be. I see nothing other than that. If you actually read what I said, I asked to show proof of the email showing the number amount since you want to flex chump change, lol. By the way, I'm almost sure this is a reused photo. To which Professor says, "Just mute and move along. This guy's only value is in attacking fans of Ripperverse, so if you stop paying attention to him, he'll lose his revenue stream and might have to actually read comics." Which, by the way, he did purchase Alphacore, even though he hated Isom 1, bought Isom 2, and he only buys the comics to really make fun of it. He doesn't actually give any unbiased reviews, even though in his YouTube profile he claims that he gives biased reviews. Like I said, I have him muted already. This is most likely the last time I interact and monetize him. He will continue to send his cult to let him know that I'm what I'm saying though. Got all that quote money and still can't have clean sheets. It's also crazy that if I remember correctly, he backed out of a debate with Vincent Martin because he knew he would get destroyed, which Correct. Instead of that, he did a stream on me that I didn't bother to watch because I don't care about the opinion of toads who have no balls or brains. Let's do that in real time and like that. And I'll show you here, if you go to his channel, right? If we go over to his channel, what do you see? What do you see? Eric July, most likely Eric July, Eric July, Eric July, Eric July, Eric July, Eric July, most likely Eric July. Eric July, he's talking about how Ethan destroys Eric and Isom. In what universe does Eric July get destroyed by Ethan Van Sciver? When none of his highest campaign is 1.2 million for Cyberfrog 2. That took over 2 years to receive for myself and other people, right? And same thing with his toys. Took over 2 years to receive. Meanwhile, this campaign didn't stack up to Isom 1, which made $3.8 million. Isom 2, which made $2.3 million, is almost double this campaign. And his current campaign, Cyberfrog 3, is only at like 550K, and even Alphacore 1 is destroying those numbers with almost 800K. So who exactly is Ethan destroying? Probably himself, because of what he did with that stupid DM, calling it a threat, right? Moving along. Eric July, Eric July, Eric July, Eric July, Eric July, Eric July. I don't even have this many videos. But people want to claim this is all I do, but when someone else does it negatively, it's okay. Meanwhile, when you talk about this anime hour, 100 views. Even when I talk about something separate, I can get more than 100 views. 147 views. I got more than that. Like I got more than that in my Spider-Man video that I recently did. I got more than that. So if you count 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, in your last 20 videos, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, most likely this 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. In your last 20 videos, 16 of them were about Eric. And that seems to be the only place you get any views, is when you talk about Eric July. So I can talk about other things that have nothing to do with Eric July and I can get views. And you have double my videos, right? And I have less than half of your view count. And I have less than half of the videos you make. Meanwhile, I'm only at I'm a little more than half of what your view count is. So that's not very good for you. That's not very good. You have more subscribers, yet I can get this amount of views in less amount of time. So at the end of the day, that's what these people do. That's at least they just continue to talk about Eric in a negative light. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of people in my comments talking about I'm a Eric July simp because I talk about him positively and in defense of the lies that you all like to spread. You got Frog Boy who claims he's making some type of money and flexing, asking me to show my stuff. Meanwhile, I'm not the one flexing a bunch of chump change like 1,200. To me, that's chump change, bro. You can't live off 1,200 in a month. You can't live off that. So thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you are not subscribed and you believe that I've earned your subscription today, there's a red subscribe button down below the video. Just click subscribe. You get updates and notifications when I post new videos, community posts, or live streams. Comment below what you feel about all this and hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all, that way you get notifications anytime I post a new video or live stream. And I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.